Hello again. Well, I'm finally back. And if you couldn't tell, maybe with a little upgrade or two. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I'm Zach, I'm an independent self-published author, as well as a freelance editor and cover designer, and I want to be able to help you with your book. And I've also been MIA from YouTube for a lot longer than expected or anticipated. So to get right down to business, it's just going to be a quick little catch-up. Just where have I been, what have I been working on, and what do I have coming down the pipes in the near future. And so first and foremost, why I've been gone, well, my computer kind of died on me. My last upload on this channel was, I believe, in September of last year, so it's certainly been a while. And that was not intended to be the last video for any period of time. I had videos that I scripted. I had a couple thumbnails ready to go going into October, and I knew the things I wanted to talk about, and I had a schedule, but my computer crapped itself. Not really, it just kind of ran out of storage, and so I couldn't even film a new video, let alone edit one, and that certainly put me off pace, as well as a lot of other technical issues that computer had. It was bugging me for a very long time with a lot of different gremlins. But now, though, I have a brand new computer, and I'm ecstatic about it. This new thing is a workhorse. I am so excited to finally get to be able to put it back towards making YouTube videos, and I have taken so much for granted. Just having a machine that works as intended and does what it's supposed to do without wondering, is it going to turn on this time? Am I going to have enough, storage space, blah, 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 whatever. And so I'm very pleased to have that problem fixed. But, of course, technical issues aside, I have been very busy elsewhere. Which brings us to what I've been working on in the interim. And now at this point, the keen-eyed viewer might notice that my background and surroundings are slightly different than they were before. I say slightly. Here's a picture of the old backdrop. Yeah, just look at that. And here's the new one. Isn't this something? I've got sconces and box molding of all things. The new backdrop was technically another instance of I could have kept filming videos with the old one. There was nothing wrong with it per se, but I wanted to do a new one for a long time, or at least update the old one. And since I was already off YouTube, this was a perfect opportunity to do this while I was away so that I could come back with a bang and show you guys how busy I've been, what I've been working on. And I think this more befits the kind of writing and literature channel that I'm trying to build here. Now, before we go any further, I've got a lot of people to thank for everything you see behind me, so buckle up, I'm just going to run down the list. First and foremost, all credit and thanks go to my dad for building this, and I do mean building this. I mean, this is wood behind me, this is an actual wall with stuff hanging on it. The old backdrop, if you couldn't tell, and I've tried to keep this on the down low with, smoke and mirrors and everything, the old backdrop was really just 4 foam core poster boards that I duct taped together and used craft paper, the big sheets of craft paper layered on top of each other to make the wallpaper, and cut strips of fabric to cover up the seams. So that was very much on half of a shoestring budget, as I always like to say. But this, we've got money now. Not really. You don't know how, you don't even know how not really. But point being, all credit and gratitude and thanks go to my dad for building this for me and bringing the vision to life as I saw it, for taking the time out of his busy schedule to do it. I am beyond grateful for that. Now, to everything that's on the wall behind me, because I do nothing by accident, and those of you who know me will know that. One of my candles is askew. There we are, that's a bit better. Up here, we have a plaque with a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. I'll try to zoom in on all these things. It says, "The world is but a canvas to the imagination," and that is very important to me. And also one of the main reasons why I wanted a new backdrop, I wanted an actual wall to be able to put something up on, is because I wanted to hang that. That is remarkably important to me. It is a graduation present from my AP English teacher, without whom none of my books would exist. Next to that, and behind me, we have Coldplay's Viva La Vida. There it is. Which, I love that album. It also has my favorite song on it, Viva La Vida. It's been my favorite song for the last 18 years, so I doubt that's going to change anytime soon. And I also love the artwork that's featured on the album cover, Liberty Leading the People, which, if anybody remembers, or you saw from the picture that I put up, that was on the old backdrop. Next to that, up on this side, right here, we have my grandfather's coat of arms. that's a long story there. I don't think it means anything for me, but I don't know that for a fact. I've got some very old paperwork and letters that go with this, but that is a very old painting on very warbled glass, which I'm just doing gymnastics to keep the lights out of. But I don't know. I'll look into that again at some point in the future. If any of you recognize that, maybe tell me anything you know about it. I'd love to hear. And now beneath all of that on this side, we have a section of a lance. There we go. We have a section of a lance that I got at a Renaissance fair several years ago. I was at with my family, and we got to watch a joust, and after the joust, they cut up pieces of the lances that shattered, and I was looking at that one, and my cousin bought that for me, so shout out to him. And of course, beneath all of that, we have my new bookshelf, which I am ecstatic about. I'm among my element now. And for that, I have to shout out / apologize to my aunt. She has been, for the last few years, gifting me several antique books. I've got a lot of second editions and a few first editions that if she finds a first, she gives it to me, which is incredible because she knows that I love reading and I love having antique things. I'm a collector. If you couldn't tell from the things behind me. And I was going to put those books up on this shelf, but I thought it would be better for everything that I'm trying to do and present on this channel and all the knowledge I'm trying to get across. I wanted to have books that I've read or am familiar with. I haven't read every single book on this shelf, but I am like 98 or more % familiar with most of them. And so I just thought that would be better. Of course, I still have all the antique books. They're just up on another shelf, not being used on the backdrop. And also, I wanted to have somewhere to put all of my books, and they go right here. How cool is that? Also, those are available on Amazon if you, where are they? They're there. Those are available on Amazon if you want to read any of them. You know where to look. And that about does it for the new space. This is now my study, my little corner of heaven, and I am so beyond thrilled with how it came out. It just turned out so much better than I envisioned it. And I drew it out and I knew it would look pretty good. I didn't know it would look this good, and so I am very, very happy with it. And I cannot wait to dive into all the stuff I have planned, now coming to you from such a prestigious looking space. Beyond that, I've been busy writing as well. I believe I mentioned in a few videos in the past, because I've been working on this for a little over 6 months now, I think, working on the Midnight Ruby 2nd edition. The Midnight Ruby is my very first novel, and I've been rewriting it, making it so much better, raising it to the writing quality, the level that I'm at now. And I think I'm closing in on the ending. Hi, it's me, Zach from the future. What me from the past was just about to tell you is all now very outdated, like how the Midnight Ruby is almost finished, the Midnight Ruby 2nd edition. Well, guess what? It now is finished. The reason why is because I shot this video a little over a month ago, and it has been sitting ever since while I have been busy, moving forward, working, trying to get all of my ducks in a row. Anyway, let me throw this back over to me from the past so we can wrap everything up and we can all get on to the next video. Okay, bye. What I'm going to do next, just to show you a little bit of a roadmap going forward, I'll probably lump together my ideas. I've got several ideas and like the videos that I wanted to film from going into October last year. There are a lot of things I want to talk about from then that I want to build upon. And so I might just lump all of those into one video if possible. We'll see. I'm going to tool around with the script for that for a little bit, but still try and get into a good schedule here. Then after that, I'll do some more talk, like I want to do a video about the new Midnight Ruby, the covers, why I changed the designs, etc. Some more about my personal projects, the other books I'm working on, things that are coming up very quickly, hopefully, knock on wood. But that will about do it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have a book and you need an editor or a cover designer, look no further. You can find all the information that you need about what I do and see a portfolio about what I have done over on my website, zdapress.com. And you can find me on Instagram at Zach Anderson Author, as mentioned earlier, and of course, I'm right here on YouTube. Thank you all again. It is so good to be back, and I will see you in the next one.